looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for...
Fires one high and deep. Makes a catch down the right side. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. With a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Dropping back, it's locked. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. Steps away to find some room. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
He wants to throw here on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yard to help out the Oak. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Time to take a shot. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
I love when you back the defense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Looking downfield, it's Parker. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got 2nd and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball into coverage, didn't make a big mistake, throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got 3rd and goal coming up.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He fires one deep down the right side.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Luck. Fires to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last.
Running toward the tape. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got loose, it was all over. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. First down here for the offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to throw, it's Locke. He'll take a deep shot here. Fires the pass, intercepted. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. To the ground with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's in goal. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
29 Philly, ready.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Might be looking to run. Got out of trouble and throws. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Luck. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need it.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down.
Here we go.
He's looking to throw it. This one's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're going to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to pass. It's locked. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And these decisions to go for two, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Going for the return. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, and making a nice play.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Parker. The throw to the outside is complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. They want to throw it. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown Seminoles. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion.
Here we go. Hornet. Ready.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Back to pass, it's locked. He's gonna run it. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2.
Convoy. Ready.
Trying to surge it in. He's got a nose for that goal line. First he scored the touchdown. Now he makes his way in for the 2-point conversion. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running back goes in motion. Oh, he's looking to throw. It's complete. A huge pickup. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, no! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're gonna have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Noles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're bringing heat. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Let's go.
He's going to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is just getting blown off the field right now. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to Georgia Southern. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Jackrabbit.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
On the ready.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Lasso.
Looking to throw, it's locked. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Get set, get set. Flip it.
Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Set. Hut. Lasso. Go.
Try to get it to the edge. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ready?
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
Here we go. Ready?
Off the play fake. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
Spire.
Back to throw. It's Locke. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
2-9 Philly.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. That is no good. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this one. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, ready.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
Slam. Ready, ready.
They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11.
Clear. Clear.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down. Position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. First down for this offense. Takes a handoff. It's in goal. Finds a little bit of space. Gets 3 to the 22.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Smashes through. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to move it through the air. Snags it over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Give to the big fullback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break.
Cricket.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Noles will punt this one away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Strickland. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He fires a bullet to the right. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't reaches this point, you start thinking ahead on how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Thompson wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if it...
And it slipped out! Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Fighting off the defender. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Snags it.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. Power football with the run. On the move at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points came courtesy of that 80-yard run to the house. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Here's the handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.